everyone, welcome to Statistical and Numerical Techniques for Chemical Engineers. This is the textbook that you're going to need for this class. We'll start by talking about Six Sigma. Did you know that sigma also means standard deviation? And I have 3.5 standard deviations but the average height. So when you guys talk extra loud. It gets hard to get up here. This is a Gaussian distribution, which kind of looks like a mountain. I almost climbed Mount Everest once. I was just too busy making money. I did have a friend that climbed it once though, and he said he saw a lot of eagles. The thing about eagles is that they catch mice, and sometimes they wiggle free. And statistics show that if the mouse curls up in a ball, it might survive its fall. Alright, so your all's homework is to calculate the trajectory of a mouse dropped out of an eagle's talon using Euler's method. If you forgot the formula, I'll have it right here. Feel free to take a picture if you need it. Any questions? Okay. So that should be it about probability for the test. Hey, you, what are you doing?
I'm trying to turn in my homework.
No, it's late. Go sit down. And don't you dare sneeze. All right, any other questions for the test?
So what's gonna be on the test?
The test will be easy. It should be about 10 free response questions. I don't like spending forever grading exams, so you'll be limited on how many words for each question, and I will deduct for every word over and every spelling error. All right, see y'all at the test.
Okay, hello class.
Hello.
So before we start lecture 1, I just want to ask anyone, does anyone have a funny story that they could share with us? No? Okay, Hollis, you there. Do you have a funny story you could share with us?
No, I got nothing.
Okay. Well, I have a funny story. Does anybody want to hear it?
Oh, sure. If it's gonna waste all our class time.
Okay, I see what is going on over here. Let us start with the lecture, right?
No, Professor. We want to hear the story.
Okay. So last weekend, I had a chess match with the Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen. Okay. And I looked away for a moment, and he actually took my horseman away from the chessboard. All I had left towards the end of the match was just the bishop and the king, but I still managed to win. And that was the end of funny story.
Oh, wow, that was really impressive, Dr. Zerzi. I don't know how you managed to pull that off.
Okay, what does everybody else think? Anyone? No? Okay, time to go to lecture. Okay, since we have 5 minutes left for class, let's play a little game. So how about any of you guess my favorite song as well as the composer?
I don't know.
Okay, how about this? I'll give you 10 extra points on your final report if you can guess the song name as well as the composer.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Professor. Is it Wrecking Ball by DJ Khaled?
DJ what?
Oh, I found it, Professor. It is Ninth Symphony by Dvorak.
Good job, Hollis. I did not know you were a classical music connoisseur.
Well, yeah, that classical music is some good trash.
So these are the main points you need to know before starting your own process. So before we end class, can somebody give me a summary of the whole lecture? You, Ali, there, can you do that for us?
Huh? So yeah, Professor, so for our design in this project, our reactor is being run at a pressure of 20,000 atmospheres, and we're also using R Gibbs. So what do you think?
Why are you using R Gibbs in your process? And don't you think the pressure is a bit too high?
Dr. Zertzi, so we thought about modeling our process using an R Gibbs reactor and running it at 7.9 million ATM. Would that be reasonable to you?
I think it sounds good to me.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Whoa. Now I want you to tell me what's going on over here.
What do you mean? I have a lab in 5 minutes.
Well, you can't go into the lab looking like that. Do you expect your whole lab coat to cover up your whole body? I mean, I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into the lab. I mean, you gotta have pants on when you go into the lab. I mean, for you to not follow like basic lab rules, that's unacceptable. So I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. All right. Is everything okay here?
Yeah, Dr. Cino, we're good. Alright, how's it going over here? Oh, actually, could you go get Dr. Sereno?
Yeah, we got.
Dr. Sereno, over here.
What's going on over here?
Dr. Sereno, we looked away for a few seconds, and then we ended up spilling propionic acid.
Propionic acid? Did you guys not look at any of the lab walkthrough videos or looked over any of the general instructions needed for the pre-lab?
I mean, we did, but that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, what?
No, I'm sorry, we didn't.
Well, you better go to the safety shower and rinse off immediately. It's always the same group.
Okay, everyone, let's get started. So presenter one is going to present their presentation. Here I have a bunch of sheets of paper, so you can grade the presenter. Okay, presenter one, you can start.
I'm having issues bringing up my PowerPoint right now. Give me a bit.
Well, I just don't understand. It's been 5 minutes already. You couldn't have come 10 minutes before class and get your slides up and running?
Did you even send us your presentations ahead of time? So we can look at it and ensure that it looks good?
No, sorry, Professor.
Well, it's unacceptable. And if this happens to any one of you, you're gonna get a 0 for your presentation. Is that clear? Alright. Go ahead and get slides up.
I got it up now, so alright. So, hello everyone. Today I'll be giving a presentation about why birds are actually drones controlled by the government.
Alright. That's ridiculous. I can't stay here. Hassan, you take over reading. I'm done.
Okay, so that's a little bit about the history of phosphoric acid. Now I'll talk about how phosphoric acid is used in fertilizer. So these are the enzymes. We have PEP, which is phosphoenolperylate. And then lastly we have PTA. This is phosphate acetyltransferase.
Hold on. So, what was the purpose of adding the slide to your presentation? I mean, this is a chemical engineering course for the chemical engineering industry. And what you have here is, like, general biology. I mean, nobody wants to know about, the pyruvate, PEP. I mean, half the stuff you couldn't even pronounce. So why did you think to add this to the slide? I mean, it's taking up so much time. You already spent about 4.5 minutes on it, and you're about 1 minute, over 20 minutes. So I would say just wrap it up.
Oh, okay. Does Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I just had a quick question. Could you go back to the slide where you had that phosphoric acid powder in your hand?
This one?
Yeah, so just curious, is that really phosphoric acid? Because if it were, it would be burning your hands off. It would burn that person's hands off. Personally, I think it's like snow or something, but
Well, you see his veins are popping out a little bit, so maybe it is burning him.
I mean, where'd you get this picture from, anyways?
I used Google.
I mean, we had all those sites on Blackboard where you can find, proper PFDs, proper pictures. You wouldn't find any of that on Blackboard. I mean, it really frustrates me when students do that on their presentation, just add Google images. But yeah, that's all I had. Masai, you have anything?
Okay, can you go back to the slide with PFD?
This one?
Yes. So why isn't there temperature, pressure, and enthalpy on each reactor stream? And also, did you take into account the capital expenses for each unit?
Well, Hassan. I don't think most of that is relevant for this presentation. I mean, he's presenting about phosphoric acid production. So if I were him, I would have probably just done the feedstock and product specifications like you mentioned earlier. But capital expenses? Like, this is chemical engineering practices, not chemical engineering design.
Okay, Dr. Reno, okay. Can you go back to the slide with the reaction? I think it was A plus B gives C.
This one right here?
Yes, so what is A, what is B, and what is C?
These are the chemical species that are used in the reaction.
Well, just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you thought you could just put a simple reaction on there? You have no legend, so none of us know what A, B, C, or D are. I mean, it would have made more sense to just put the actual chemical reagents and products, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone else have any questions? All right. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Professor.
How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Excellent. It's Monday today.
It is
Give me a
Monday
fist bump.
today.
I'm gonna set up my stuff, okay? Good morning. Online student, can you hear me? It'll take a second, okay? Okay, I got it. Can you hear me now? Okay, excellent. You're coming to campus today? Okay, so I'll do it in fully person class. Okay, I'll see you later. We're gonna have a full person class today. Okay. So we say Vx over Vx infinity equal z over delta minus 2 times z over delta squared. Okay, And this is the answer for this problem. But you have to be careful. Be careful. Okay. Be careful because the boundary condition only lies between 0 and 1.
Hey, Professor.
Please. Please.
Is this ansatz gonna also be on the test?
Answer? No. There's no way. I will ask you for the answer of the final exam. No way. No. I don't want you to fail you just like that, okay? Other issue, please.
Thank you, Professor.
So, I grade your exam 2. The average is 41, and the highest score is 562. Two of your classmates actually earn bonus point, all of them, fully. With that being said, I would like to close the material for this courses, and I wish you guys the best of luck in your career, okay? I will see you on next Monday. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Alright, it's 11:31, so we're 1 minute past late. Whoever shows up does not deserve to graduate on time from the chemical and biomolecular department. So, has anyone...
Professor, will you be,
Yes, we'll be updating the lecture outlines after class is over. So has anyone completed the homework? Last lecture we talked about the protein of interest, so now I want to talk about how different processes impact the protein of interest. And the first question I want to ask is what happens if we alter the origin of replication in the plasmid? What I want you to do is take 30 seconds out of your time, talk to your nearest neighbor. Go. All right, that was 30 seconds. Does anyone have an answer to the first question? Did no one watch the video? Did no one do the homework? Okay. All right. Here's what I'll do. I'll pass the marker down, and whoever gets it right will get chocolate.
Hell no, man.
Well, I guess you didn't want some chocolate. So who here thinks this is the right answer? Who here thinks this is the wrong answer? Okay, 20%, the other is 0%. All right. Who here wants a pizza party?
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Trick question, I can't give that right now.
And these are the future implications of mRNA vaccines. Are there any questions? Go
Is
for it.
water wet, and how does that apply to what we talked about today?
Okay, moving along now. Yes.
So, you talk about mRNA vaccines and how they impact the DNA. So I'm just curious, is it possible for mRNA vaccines to modify your cellular DNA?
I would think so because both DNA and RNA are types of genetic material.
That is wrong. So essentially,
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So this is what the plasmid looks like, and
never gonna give you up,
never gonna let you down,
never gonna run around and desert you,
never gonna make you cry,
never gonna say goodbye,
never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about proteins. So, to get started, does anyone know what a protein is made up of? Yes.
Proteins are made up of a chain of monomers called amino acids.
Very good. So, can anyone here come onto the board and draw what an amino acid structure would look like? No, not you. Come on, guys. Anybody else? Okay. Perfect. You see, guys, this is why she got the highest score on the exam. Also, she's doing research at our labs, and she's going to prepare for her thesis for a graduate school, like a master's or a PhD. And this is very important, guys. I really recommend you guys consider doing the same. Yes?
So, just in case, what is that delta H and where did it even come from?
What is delta H? What do you mean, what is delta H? I mean, you should have learned this in your thermodynamics class. This is a biophysical chemistry class. That's a question that you should have learned in thermodynamics too. And if you learned this class from me, this would not be an issue. Look, I understand that more than half of this class is on track to fail my class. And believe me, I do not want to teach this class again or see any of you guys. So, if you're having trouble and fail the final exam, please come to me. I'll try to make something work. So, you guys have to memorize all these equations for the exam. Is this clear to everybody?
We're expected to memorize all of that? I mean, it seems impossible to me.
Really, guys? Really? I mean, come on, these equations are very easy. Okay. I will put them in the exam formula sheets. I mean, what did I expect from you guys?
Huh? Hello, folks. How are you today?
Good, Professor. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, have you all gotten the COVID shot?
No, I heard from people that it hurts, so I'm waiting to get mine. I get it in about 2 weeks.
Okay, now folks, I just want to take what he said and tell the whole class this. The COVID shot won't hurt unless you do some exercise. If you do no exercise, no motion, then the COVID shot, you'll feel a lot of pain. Now, when I got the COVID shot, what I did was I did immediately 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, I did a couple pull-ups, and then I did a 10-mile jog after all of that. So if I can do all of that, then you can do, the basic amount of motion and you won't feel any pain. Just an example, I'll go ahead and do 10 push-ups right now, okay? All right, just count for me, okay? 1, 2, and we'll go to 10 just to save time. All right, does everyone understand?
Professor, I actually have a question.
Yes.
So I don't believe in the COVID vaccine. I think the government's trying to control us, and I think it's trash.
Now, folks, I just want to say this, and I want to address this point and tell the whole class. The vaccines are 100% safe. Now, a lot of research has been done on these vaccines to make sure that it can be distributed to all students accordingly. The research has been done since 2003, so it's been done for a long time, almost 20 years. So if it were up to me, I would get the vaccine every single day, every booster shot, every single day that I could to make sure that I'm safe. Because I don't know what you have, 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 certainly I don't know what you have. So it's best for all of us to get the vaccine so we can achieve herd immunity quicker. Does that make sense? Excellent, folks. All right, we'll get started now.
Excuse me, Professor. Dr. Peter.
What did you say, sir? Folks, with all due respect, I'm your professor, I'm not your friend. Now, folks, I think it's very, very pertinent for all of you to know that I went to school for over 20 years, grade school, college, doctorates, just to get my doctorates. And then after that, I expect people to call me Dr. Bekalov. Now, is that clear to everyone? Okay, excellent. Next time one of you want to call me Peter, I expect you all to give me a birthday card too. Because if you want to act friendly, you might as well just be a complete friend of mine. Okay? Excellent. Alright, so that is how you get UI. Any questions?
Just in case, how to become a plus from minus to plus?
Did you miss 6th grade arithmetic? Folks, with all due respect, I'm a chemical engineering thermodynamics 2 professor. I am not a grade school teacher. Now, if you don't know how it went from minus to plus here, then maybe you should think about, maybe you should rethink about being in this program and why you're in this chemical engineering discipline. Well, that's it for today, folks. Just make sure to brush up on certain concepts and make sure you understand, basic mathematics, sciences, and all that stuff. I know some students are going to be focusing more so on those concepts than others.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
I didn't even sign up for this meeting, to be honest. I don't know, bro. I might start doing it, to be honest.
Shh. Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to be going through the concept of multiple steady states in the CSTR reactor.
Excuse me, Professor?
Yes?
Do you know what happened to the K constant?
This one?
Yeah, that one right there.
Let me see. There must have been some mistakes in my notes.
Huh?
Who did that? Who thought that was funny? You thought that was funny? You did that?
I'm sorry, Professor.
You cannot play videos in my class. I would like to see you after class. If that happens again, I will give you a 0 in the course, okay? Do I make myself clear? So we have just finished one of the simpler problems, okay? Now we are going to go into a more complex problem.
Bruh.
Okay, are there any final questions?
Professor, what should we study for the upcoming exam?
I know I said there was no stupid questions, but now I am the stupid one for saying that. Everything from our previous theory lectures is going to be fair game on the exam. And everything from your textbook is also going to be fair game on your exam. Everything from your undergraduate career is going to be fair game for the exam. I am not going to be held liable for anything that happens in the exam. If you have any questions, make sure you see my notes.
Hey, where's the professor? He's taking quite a bit, actually. Sorry about that, guys. Stuck in my 2-hour meeting. We were just talking about the plane and how we can use Aspen better. Is everyone doing okay? How's everyone doing with their projects? Good? Pretty good, Professor. Let me see if I can get into the computer. Can you all hear me? Okay. So I know we went through a lot of the class, but does everyone know how to use Aspen properly?
Yep.
Mass balances, sizing columns.
Yep.
Yeah, we did that last semester.
Economics?
Yep.
All right, then, I guess we don't need to talk a lot more. I'll see y'all, and I'm assuming, I don't have my watch on today. Probably in like 2 weeks, we'll start talking about the project.
Okay,
All
later,
right.
Professor.
So, we're going to be, for the project, we're going to design a plant that makes monoethylene glycol. So when we scroll down, there's 2 parts to this plant. The first section will be partial oxidation of ethylene oxide, and the second step is hydrolysis of ethylene oxide to monoethylene glycol. Everything's in there. And what I recommend is cutting the project into 2 groups. It helps you just to manage everything. Does anyone have any questions in regards to the project? None? Okay. I recommend just going over the rubric with your team and then get started.
2 weeks later.
So I know everyone's been having problems with the project, so I made this the glycol section. Since the project scope's been changed a little bit, I've decided to cut off the ethylene oxide section of the project. Things have just been a little rough on my end. I don't want to make it a little rough on your end also, so I'm just going to cut it in half and make things easier for everyone.
A few moments later.
Well guys, we're near the end. I've decided just to cut the project completely and give everyone 100.